Imagine you ran a YouTube channel and you put hours and hours of work into your videos. And you woke up one morning to find out that all of your ad revenue was stolen. Well, in fact, there is a channel with this exact situation. Was it inevitable? No. It was JustDestiny. Now that's his channel name, JustDestiny, this guy. But is he being upfront with us, or is the man with no face manipulating his audience purely for his pocketbook? JustDestiny explains what's happening in this very clip.
So here are the facts. A company called Repost Network has claimed around 60 plus of my videos and counting because of a song called Swell, I'm Sorry featuring Shiloh Dynasty. They're basically stealing all the ad revenue from these videos and putting it in their pockets, even though I'm the one who put in hours upon hours of work into creating these videos for you guys.
Is Repost actually stealing his revenue, or does it rightfully belong to the artist? Hi, I'm Ryan and I'm here to investigate whether or not JustDestiny is giving us all the facts, or is he just playing the victim card? We're gonna get into all of this, but first we need to send it to the right opinion who's gonna spill some tea on this situation.
JustDestiny is a creator yielding from the large output of reaction commentary channels, most notoriously the Dr. Phil phase, in which creators would typically play Dr. Phil videos and pause them momentarily to provide additional commentary, maybe making a joke or a gag or something constructive. You know, all these mad people on Dr. Phil, and someone reacting and playing off their insanity, often in their own quirky way. Many creators use certain personality traits to set them apart, whether it was the spontaneous humor of Triggered Tro, or the energetic editing of Benji. However, JustDestiny set himself apart through his high production value and enticing thumbnails. Much of the success that came from Dr. Phil videos were through their high click-through rates, and therefore with a strong thumbnail shared with an alluring title, JustDestiny created a successful brand for himself, and with a strong upload schedule, he quickly became one of the largest, most successful reaction channels on the platform. One of the constant questions that would always revolve around these channels is the question of fair use. There had been a lot of debate on how transformative the content is to not be taking away from the original material. However, Dr. Phil himself didn't seem too upset about it, so many of these channels proceeded to make a significant fortune off this content. Nonetheless, there was a copyright battle brewing over our good friend JustDestiny here, and one that didn't exactly pose the question that we expected it to, because recently JustDestiny received copyrights on a number of his videos, not from Dr. Phil, but from Repost Network. Not for any visual content, but from the outro music, I'm Sorry by Swell, a remix itself of artist Shiloh Dynasty. This song was the song that briefly features at the end of JustDestiny's videos. Normally this would be easy to resolve, as YouTube has a tool to remove the claimed songs. However, because the videos were manually claimed, he was unable to use that mechanism. Another option is the tool to edit out the song from the claimed video by cutting out the outro and saving it. However, as all his videos had over 100,000 views, he was unable to take advantage of that procedure either. So this meant that he either had to re-upload all his videos with the amended outro, accept that Repost Network will be cashing in on his older videos, or fight the strike. JustDestiny chose the latter, and uploaded a video representing his case to his viewer base before announcing that he may be pursuing a lawsuit against the claimants of his content. He also set up a GoFundMe, which he stated had the intention of contributing towards the legal funds, with a target set at $1,000. The GoFundMe is now closed and the donors refunded. But the questions still remain. Is this fair use? And was this the right way to respond? Well, I'll pass those questions back to Crimson Studios to hopefully provide you with a more affirmative answer.
Now that we think we have the full story, let's hand it over to my friend Eric, who has a few questions for Mr. Destiny.
Just to preface this, I'm not an attorney. I do work on a daily basis with copyright, so I do have some familiarity with it. These are just my opinions. Don't take this as legal advice or legal opinion. So concerning claimed videos, who should get the revenue? Should it be the writer of the song? What about the performer? What about the publisher?
Claimed videos, in regards to this question, it shouldn't even have to get to that. You should have the option to remove the claimed audio, unless they, intentionally want to keep that audio in the video. And if the content creator wants to intentionally keep that claimed audio within the video, I believe it should go 100% to the creator of that song. But in my case, since I didn't have the option to remove the audio, YouTube did not give me that option, I believe I should have gotten 100% of the ad revenue.
So JustDestiny, you're saying that you didn't have the option to remove the music, but actually in fact you did, because you were able to replace the music. In essence, you're saying that YouTube, even though they're not providing the ability for you to remove the music, they are allowed to interpret the law differently so that now you get the rights to the music. I don't think that the creator of the song would actually see it the same way. So as a follow-up, do you consider fair use an automatic pass to use music in your videos?
No, of course not. And in my opinion, it shouldn't be an automatic pass to use music unless that music is specifically copyright free. But in my case, since the audio was literally at the end of the video, like it's just an outro song, I think there should have been some leniency. I don't think a company should get 100% of the ad revenue made from a video all because of an outro song.
So you're saying because it's at the end of your video, placement matters. So at the end of a movie, there's often a song that rolls over the credits. Is it possible that because it's at the end of the movie, that the artist, they shouldn't actually get any money because it's at the end of the movie? If you were the writer of this thing, does placement really matter where it's in the video? I don't think so. One of the elements of fair use is that the work be transformative. What does transformative mean to you?
Transformative work to me means that you take or sample an original body of work and you add your own flair to it. You remix it, you add new content to it, you transform it into a way that does not rip off the original work itself.
That sounds like a pretty good definition of transformative to me. Obviously, the real definition is going to be up to the trier of fact if it comes to a legal battle. However, in your video, I don't see you adding any content. I don't see you remixing it. I don't see really any changes to the song other than the fact that it's just playing over your content. How is that transformative? And that leads me to my next question. If someone used a 15-second clip of your video and put it at the end of 60 of their videos, what would your response be?
Well, first to clarify, in my case, this was like music, audio, not actual visual content. So I wouldn't really correlate this question to my situation. In a hypothetical situation where someone did use 15 seconds of my videos, the videos weren't transformed in any way, they were just a straight up ripoff, then I would most likely try to contact that person and claim the videos myself.
So in your mind, there's a difference between audio and video. I'm having a bit of a difficult time discerning how you interpret audio being different than video in this context, because if someone has taken your content, doesn't transform it, you do say that you would go and contact them and try to claim it. But for music, you think that you should get a pass. How does that work? I understand that you were threatening to take Repost Network to court, and then you started a GoFundMe for only $1,000. Doesn't that seem a little bit unrealistically low for a lawsuit?
I chose $1,000 for the GoFundMe because I know for a fact that my fans are pretty much broke. But I wasn't trying to seem like I was money hungry. I wasn't trying to put the weight of this pressure onto my fan base because realistically, it's not their fault. They have nothing to do with this. And I want to say shout out to the few people who did try to support me in this case, and I really appreciate that.
Obviously, $1,000 is pretty low to pursue a lawsuit, but it is super awesome that your fans are supporting you like that. But if you did decide to sue Repost Network, what would you sue them for?
Me and my attorney would present a case. Repost Network is stealing my ad revenue for a 15-second outro song that really has nothing to do with the main topics of the videos themselves, and that I think it's unjust to steal 100% of ad revenue solely because of a 15-second outro. This is a very unique situation. One, because I wasn't given the option to remove the song. Two, is because all these videos were manually claimed by people from their company, so they must have been aware of my use of this music for a long time. Why didn't they do this sooner? And you know, if the YouTube copyright system was actually good, this wouldn't have been an issue. This would have been resolved fairly quickly, but that's not the case in today's day and age. YouTube's broken copyright system allows all these faceless, no-name companies to claim everything and anything that they want without repercussions, even if they are false. And most times, they are false. They need to fix their system, or else, I believe right now, YouTube is just digging their own grave. And it seems like they don't care because they're making a lot of money.
And the first part of your answer was you said that the removal of the audio wasn't available to you. You said that a couple different times, you said it a couple different ways, but in fact, you actually were able to remove the song by replacing it. I don't see the difference. And you're saying you're gonna go and sue Repost Network for that. That's a YouTube issue. It's not really a Repost Network issue. And let's look at it from the artist's standpoint, the people who actually create and write the songs. Repost Network is an advocacy system for those people so that you can actually make money off of your work. If you're making a video and you throw it in at the end, it's under fair use. I don't agree with that. I don't think the musicians would agree with that. If you wanted to launch a lawsuit against a company like Repost Network, which actually holds the copyright to this music, I think it would be pretty difficult to find an attorney that would take that case. YouTube is a platform, and YouTube is really just a platform. In your response, you say that YouTube's copyright system is broken. Claiming that YouTube's copyright system is broken is actually, in my opinion, a misinterpretation of the way the law works and YouTube's position in this whole ecosystem. You see, YouTube actually can't enforce copyright because it's not their job in the system. There's a whole legal process that is in place to, in fact, enforce copyright. I'm Eric, and this sounds like a lot of talk because talk is cheap. And if you want to learn more about the specifics of how copyright works on YouTube, click on the end card, and we'll see you in the next video.